All right, welcome everybody. Here we are again for some yoga, and we'll start with a nice meditation, opening up the chest. So you don't always have to meditate on something you hear. You could focus on something you see. So let's do that today. As you see, I have my palm tree here. I'm just hanging out on the beach. You can always meditate on the waves that I have going on, or the palm tree, or something outside of your place. You can even just meditate on any little thing, but try to think about something visually. All right. So have your eyes open for this one, unless you want to meditate on the back of your eyelids. That's fine too. So go ahead and find something to meditate on, really focusing with your eyes. Try not to let your mind drift. Just stay focused on what you're meditating on. And just take in a couple more deep breaths and we'll open up. Okay, let's go ahead and scoot up here. And we're going to start with rolling the shoulders. So I was meditating on the ocean waves here. And it's actually a screensaver that repeats after a period of time. I was wondering if I could see when it repeats, actually. Even better to meditate with a little goal in mind so you stay more focused. Maybe at the end we'll try it again. I couldn't quite see where it repeated. Maybe it's very long. Inhale up, exhale down. And then we'll go to mountain pose. So just like so. Pulling the shoulders back and down, pulling the head back, taking a couple deep breaths in the belly. And then we'll go into rotations. We'll do a mix of dynamic stretching, that's moving while stretching, and then static stretching or poses, that's just holding it. So go ahead and look in the direction you're going here. And then hold it looking back. Take a couple deep breaths. And then more rotations back and forth. And hold it. Okay, back to center. Next, let me scoot back a tad bit here. We're going to open up the thighs. And so we're going to want to stretch here and work the back of the legs, really trying to open up. Even turn the toe out to the side. Turn the toe in and then out. Good, and then we're going to stretch like so, crossing the legs either low or high. And then good posture, leaning forward. Take a couple deep breaths. Go a little further with your exhale. One more breath. Good. And then we're just going to go in and out with this leg. Push with the hand. And then hold it, hugging up best you can. Turn and look the other way. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. We're going to start with the up and out. Excellent. And then we cross either low or high again. And leaning forward. And then in and out the knee. And then hugging up. Now the ultimate to this is to put the arm on the other side and turn. It's kind of what you do seated on the floor in a typical yoga class. But also getting that arm in the crook is a pretty good accomplishment. Then looking back. One more breath. Good. And then we're going to just reach with the right arm and come up with the right leg too. See what you can do. Reaching. Try to keep the back as straight as possible. Last two. Good. And then scoot up if you need to. You're going to put the right leg out and lean forward. Showing you from the side, toes up. Just lean forward like so. Keep that back straight as you can. Hold the toes back. Take a couple deep breaths. Okay, and then back to the dynamic stretch again. Two more. And then we'll stretch it out by holding, leaning forward. Okay, and then back to center. A little for the upper body. We're gonna go forward and cross, and then open up, back and forth. And then reach back, lift the chest. Take a couple deep breaths in the chest this time. Push out, curve the back. And then circles. Other direction. And then push out, go to the side. Hold it. Other side. Hold it for a deep breath. And relax. Sit back all the way. Grab onto the side of the chair and just let gravity stretch your neck out here, leading to the side. Take a couple nice easy breaths. And other side. You can always go back to meditating on the waves here that I have. Maybe you'll see where it repeats. Or try to stay focused on your breath. Good, and then we're gonna go forward and back again, using the chair back though as leverage. Exhale, inhale. Open up, hold it, pull back as much as you can. And then reach up, grab the wrist of this hand, your right hand, and just kind of pull over. And then another side. Good. So let's go ahead and stand up if you like. You can always keep doing your own thing seated, that's fine too. So let's start with rotations. Have the toes turned in slightly. Good, and then cross one leg. You might hold on these. Cross one leg in front if that's okay for you. And then reach out with the same hand as the leg that's crossed in front. Look back and hold it. Take a couple breaths. Good, now we'll go ahead and switch sides. Crossing. Open it up. One more breath. Excellent. And then take your hips slightly forward, don't go too far. And then take your hips back and just go back and forth. Excellent. Then we have downward dog following that. Stretch it all out. Pushing the hips back, coming to about 90 degrees. And relax. You can walk forward a little bit, but you're going to stay mostly bent over. We're going to put this right arm down. We're going to swing it in and out. So I want a good distance on the side here. Don't hit anything. And I look up. And in. Feeling that whole body twisting. Good. Go ahead and reach up. You don't have to bend forward as much on this one. You can even go straight. Just reach up and back. One more breath. Good. And then we'll try the twisting with the other side. Look to the side, look to that side. Unless it makes you dizzy, you can look straight ahead. Or go slower. But I like to go a little fast because then it kind of gives you that stretch. Okay, and then straighten up, open up, look back behind you. One more breath. Excellent. Next is cat pose. We'll go back and forth between cat and cow, actually. So forward, dynamic stretching, back. I'll show you from the side. Forward and back. You can almost think of it as kind of launching up and then coming back like a spring. And then uncoiling. Good, then come to cat pose here. Curving as much as you can, taking a couple deep breaths. Okay, and then we'll come to the side of the chair and we're gonna have the same hand and foot reaching opposite direction, up and back. I exhale as I go up. Five more. Good, then we go to downward dog, but we're just gonna have this arm holding, stretching the shoulder. Stay pretty square to the chair. Feel that shoulder stretching. Take your head a little lower. All right, other side. Back to the dynamic stretch. Kicking back, reaching forward. And then let's do the same stretch. Grab with this hand now and just stretching back. Feeling the stretch in this arm here. Take a couple deep breaths. Okay, then we'll step to the side. We'll do a little Tai Chi thing here. We're gonna go up to the ball of the back foot and then back to the heel of the front foot. I'm not really bending over so much. Try to keep hinging at the hip. Oh, got backwards there for a second. You got a pretty wide stance. I only have so much distance here. It seems like I got the whole ocean, but my green screen is actually right there. Good, then we're gonna turn that into warrior one, stepping forward and reaching up, taking a couple deep breaths. Good, and then come forward. You can hold on with one hand. All we're gonna do is take this back leg up and back as far as we can. I'll show you kind of from the side so you can really see. Just holding. About 5 more. You can do this whole routine over and over and you'll build a lot of strength actually on some of them. Here we go, warrior 3. So that's just going to be the one leg back and reaching out. Hold for a couple deep breaths. You can always hold on with one hand. And relax. Good, we'll go ahead and go to the other side. Taking the leg up. You reach out with the other hand. Maybe 5 more. Good, and then we got warrior 3 right into it. Hold first. A couple deep breaths here if you can. Just keep trying. And relax. Good, let's go to downward dog and just stretch it all out. Take a couple deep breaths. Okay, next one, just pull the toes up. See if I can show you here. Pull the toes up like so. And then step forward with one leg. We're going to do the bow and arrow stance. So this leg is pushed back, stretching the calf muscles we were just stretching, and then bend the front leg. Bow and arrow stance here. Take a couple deep breaths. And relax. Coming back to center, we're going to go ahead and do the toes up again. Stretching the back of the legs, the bottoms of the feet. And then we have bow and arrow stance on the other side, one leg back, coming to heart center. Okay, so let's go ahead and have a seat. We'll finish up there. And we're going to start with the legs crossed, just like so. And just leaning forward. You can always cross lower if that's easier and better for you. Get a good fold there. So keep the back straight first. And then go ahead and curve your back. A little more stretch in the lower back area. Good. Next, we're going to work seated eagle. Sit up nice and tall. Bring that leg over, or you can cross it low still. That's fine. And we're going to open up, deep breath in. Bring the hand that's on top, or the leg that's on top has this hand that's on top. So right hand, right leg. Take a couple of deep breaths, good posture. And then we're going to come into seated eagle. This hand comes up, come around best you can. It could be here, it could be here. Raise the elbows. Take a couple of deep breaths. And relax. Then we're going to come to airplane pose, just like so, hinging at the hips, reaching back, opening the chest. Take 2 breaths. Good, and then we'll cross the legs again. The arm that's on top is the same as the leg that's on top. Left side. Get your posture. And then come partially to seated eagle here. That's all you can do, that's fine. You can go further, go ahead, and then raise the elbows. Taking a couple of deep breaths. Now you could even put this foot behind the other leg if that's something you can do, but most of the time that's not easy. I can almost do it on one side, but you don't want to hurt your hip either. Take a couple breaths. And relax. Good, sit back all the way. Let's go ahead and grab onto the side of the chair. We're going to go to the side and diagonally down. Just stretching the neck a little differently. Take a couple of breaths. Good, and then look to the side, diagonally down. All right, other side. So you go like your ear to shoulder and then just let your head go forward and down a little more. Still taking most of your ear toward the floor, but diagonally down. And then look back a little bit, diagonally down, back. All right, and then just take your head and go side to side a few times. And then mountain pose. So we're gonna go all the way back up against the chair. Think of it that way, push up against the chair, pull the shoulders back and down. But the main thing is to pull the head back. Hold there for a couple breaths. And then you can put your hands on your head if you like, and just gently come down, stretching the back of your neck. And open and close your hands. You can open and close your mouth too. Good. Roll your hands around and roll your eyes around. Other direction. Eyes and hands. Good. Then we have seated wings. We're going to exhale as we come in. Inhale, open up. And a couple of those. Back and forth. Work the breathing. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. And then we hold it here. Opening up the chest. Take a couple breaths. And relax. Okay, so we're going to finish with a nice meditation. And we're going to go for a little longer, about 3 or 4 minutes. But I want you to meditate on something you see. You can specifically use the palm tree or the ocean waves. You might try to see when they start to repeat even. So just take some nice breaths and you can keep your eyes open and just focus on something with your eyes. Allow yourself to just kind of drift away on what you're focusing on, letting go of all your thoughts, except for what you're thinking about. Keep working your breath. Stay focused. Just another minute. Taking 2 more deep breaths and then we'll close up. And then coming to heart center. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Namaste. Thanks again for joining me. I certainly enjoyed it. And hope to see you for yoga next Friday. And always watch the videos if you like to. You can watch, like my videos on YouTube, subscribe to YouTube, and I'll see you next time.